Hello, YouTube. This is Unknown Commentating, bringing you a story of mine about how I got played by this girl I really liked. Okay, well, I am 15 years old currently, and this girl is about 14 now. She is 14. She's a year younger than me, but I kind of skipped a grade, and we've known each other all our lives. So, um, this is how it all went down. We we met when I was really young. I was about 3, and her mother used to babysit me. She was about 2 at that time, and so we kind of just hit it off. We were friends all the years that I was babysitted by her mother, and I was also friends with her sister. And so we got older. I moved away. We said our goodbyes. We hugged. I hugged her sister, hugged her mom. We left, me and my mom. And my mom met a guy, and we moved back. And I come to find out she moved away. We didn't keep in touch, but I found her up on Facebook, and we were kind of just hit it back off, if you want to say it like that. Like, we kind of just became friends again. And so I'm looking at her Facebook pictures, stalker mode. So, and I'm like, fuck, this girl looks fucking good. She used to be really, she didn't used to look that good, if you want to put it like that. She had buck teeth. She wore glasses at a young age, not two or three, like 7 maybe. And I was like, damn, she look good now. And so I messaged her on Facebook. I was like, whoa, what happened to you? And she was like, what? And I was like, you look really good. She was like, oh. And I'm like, must mean something. I'm like, fuck yeah, pimpalicious. And so we talked for about a couple more weeks, and I was like, I think I should ask this girl out, but I was like, maybe it's too soon. So it's been like 3 months. Now, I'm not saying to this point. It's been like 3 months since I've been talking to her, and so I was like, fuck it. I finally got the balls, and I asked her out. She was like, I kind of have a boyfriend right now, and I was like, who? She was like, I actually knew the guy she was dating, and I was like, oh. So I went down there and was like, are you dating her? And he was like, yeah, we've been dating for about like 6 months, and I was like, oh, that's cool. He was like, why? And I was like, I mean, I asked her out, and if I wouldn't have if I knew you were dating. He was like, nah, it's good. And the guy that she's dating's a pretty much of a like pimp, not a pimp, but he just dates a lot of girls, like, and does like not even care. Like, if he catches something, he doesn't really fuck. I think he's a virginer, but he just doesn't care about her. And they broke up, and that's when the story gets interesting. So they broke up. I'm talking to her, trying to calm her down. I'm like, I was that guy that she came to when she needed something or she needed comforting. Like when she broke up with him, the many times she broke up with him, because they got back together multiple times. And she broke up with him the first time, and she like messaged me on Facebook with a sad face up, was like, the average guy thing, what's wrong? And she told me they broke up, and I was like trying to comfort her, and she was like, hi. She started laughing. She was like, you always know what to say. I was like, oh. So I was thinking about if it was that time I should ask her. She was like, she messaged me saying I'm not gonna have a boyfriend for a long time. I was like, I mean, you could have one. She was like, what do you mean? I mean, I said, well, I kind of like you. And she was like, oh. And she didn't reply to me for about like 2 days. I was like, oh, what the fuck did I do? And she replied and was like, I guess I'll go out with you. And I was like, I don't want you to go out with me because you think you have to. And she was like, no, I want to. But I was like, I didn't like, in her voice, in her messages, she kept putting those dots. So like trying to send a message. So I was like, I've known you for so long that I know you don't. So I'm just gonna like say, fuck it, we don't have to. And she didn't reply for like another 2 days. And I was like, oh my god, is like she having mood swings? So she ended up getting back together with her ex, and I'm like, why'd you get back together? She was like, because you didn't say yeah. I was like, I was like, you made it pretty goddamn clear that you didn't want to date me. You kept putting those stupid fucking dots, and she got pissed, like livid. She started trying to cuss me out. I was like, who the fuck are you talking to? I didn't haven't seen you for 8 years. You're not gonna talk to me like I'm your fucking child. I was like, I'll never put my hands on a woman, like nothing like that. But I'm not gonna let anybody just sit in my face and talk shit, you know. So she got a The next time I saw her, she came over to the apartments where everyone lived. All the people, like her ex lives here and shit. She came over, and I was um happy but mad, to see her. And she was looking pretty awesome that day. I was like, oh shit. And next thing you know, her and her boyfriend went, like, with her cousin or her sister through the woods. I was with them. We were going to the golf course to like steal golf balls because we like live like next door to a golf course, so we can sneak in through the woods. And she said her boyfriend was like flirting with her cousin. So I walked up to him, was like, bro, chill. Like, I'll never be the guy to be like, I don't hate on him. I'm like, you can get it, you got it. So I was like, yo, chill out. I told him chill. I was like, I know her, and I knew her for like 8 years. You're not gonna do that shit right in front of me. And he was like, all right, man, I'll calm down, all right. And so they were walking, and she got pissed at him for some reason. And I guess they broke up there because they had a big ass argument. And like he like raised his hand. It looked like he was gonna hit her. So I walked over to him and I pushed him. I was like, don't put your hands on no fucking girl. And he was like, I wasn't gonna hit her. I was just throwing my hands up out of rage. And I was like, all right, chill the fuck out, because it's not gonna happen in front of me. Um, so yeah, we walking through the. Oh, just to let you guys know, this is probably gonna be a two-part video. Not a two-part video with the same gameplay, but I'm gonna finish the story in another video because I'm not gonna have enough time to finish it. And back to the story, we were walking to the golf. We got to the golf course, and she comes up and gives me this big ass fucking hug and kissing me on the cheek, and I'm like, "What was that for?" And she was like, "For like helping me." I was like, "Oh." I was kind of happy, I got those teen hormones running through my body. I was like, "Oh." And she walked away, and he saw it, and like I guess he got pissed. So he walked up to me. He was like, "What the fuck was that about?" I was like, "I don't know. If I knew, what do you think I would just be sitting here?" And he was like, "All right, I got you, man. I'm sorry." And I was like, "Yo, don't do it. Don't just come up to me. I would never do that shit. I'm not the type of guy that just come up and try to steal your fucking girl. I'm not that guy." So he was like, "Yeah, you're right." So we get back from the golf course, and they're talking, and I'm with the sister and the cousin because I know them very well. And so we were talking, and they came back holding hands. I was like, "So y'all, I guess y'all back together again?" He was like, "Yeah, we just talked it out." I was like, "Cool for you." And I guess she saw I was pretty pissed in my head. Like, I mean, in my facial expression, I was pretty damn pissed. So I was like, "All right, fuck it." And I walked home. I gave the sister and the cousin a hug, and I walked away. I dapped them up. I walked them away. I didn't give her a hug just to make her pissed, or like give her that fake, because she loves the attention from me, because I like treat her like a fucking queen. And we don't even date. I'm like, you expect me to treat you like you're a fucking princess and shit, and we don't even date? Fuck that. I can go get somebody else. And so we're walking through. I'm walking home. I get to the house, and she gives me a call on my phone. She was like, "Why didn't you give me a hug?" I was like, "Because I didn't want to." And she like got pissed and hung up on me. I was like, "Fuck you too." And so later on that day, I got on Facebook. She was on. I was like, "Are you still mad?" She was like, "I'm mad at what?" I was like, "Because I didn't give you a hug." And then she was like, "Nope, I'm not mad." And like, she gave me those fucking dots again, and those piss me off so much because they can mean anything. And so I'm just gonna get to the conclusion of this video. I'm just gonna tell you what happened after that part. So she gave me another call on the phone, and yeah, she I'm just gonna end. She gave me another call and phone, and you're not gonna you're gonna flip what happens next. Rate, comment, subscribe, and the rest will be in the next video. Thanks.